Greetings, students. My name is Robert Sean Kennedy, and I will be your history instructor for this mini-mester. Not too much of a mini-mester. It's only starting 2 weeks late, so it's not as fast-paced as some mini-mesters, but still, you want to make sure you understand all of the expectations and get started with the course right away. So let's get through this, and I'll show you some of the things you need to do for the first day and how to orient yourself through the course. The first thing you want to do is get the textbook. If you do not get this textbook, you will not be able to succeed in this course. It's as simple as that. So please get Top Hat. Visit tophat.com. The access code is right here. What you're going to do is, I'll show you real quick. As soon as you log in by clicking the link, you're going to click Sign Up. And then you're a student, so you'll go sign up as a student. You're going to do South Texas College. You're going to put your name in there and use the name that you have for that you're registered at the college, so it matches the grade book. So don't use nicknames or anything like that. Use an email address. Use your email address that you use most often. You don't necessarily have to use your South Texas College email. You're going to click Next there. You're going to put the course in. You're going to put the access code, and that access code is right here. So you're going to put that code into this window right here. You're going to click Finish once you're done, and then just go from there. So what you're going to see once you have the textbook is something that looks like this. So just be aware of that. Now do be aware too, for my U.S. History 1 students, what you are seeing is U.S. History 2. The same thing applies though. Just make sure you're using the information that is specific to your course. But yeah, this is all U.S. History 2, but the same principles and concepts and expectations apply. Once you obtain the textbook, the next thing you want to do is get the Lockdown browser. Lockdown browser is the browser you're going to take the orientation exam. The orientation exam is located down here. There'll be a folder right here that'll say orientation exam. What this does is it prevents you from opening up other browsers while you're taking an exam. If you're unsure what exactly this is, there's a brief tutorial. It's about 3 minutes long. I would advise you to take a look at it if you've never seen it before. 2 ways of getting a hold of me. Email address at robertkennedyhistoryteacher.com and Remind. So you are required to enroll in Remind. Click here. And then just follow the instructions there. Do always get a hold of me through Remind or email. Doing so, if you call me, we might be playing phone tags, and 9 times out of 10, students are just simply trying to find out something quick. And when is something due? Where is this item for the course located? How am I doing in the course? And a lot of that can be responded to via email. Now, if we need to talk on the phone, absolutely. By all means, I would love to sit down and talk with you or have a phone call with you. But let's initiate even that phone call through email, so we're not playing phone tag just to even get to that situation, right? So if you ever need to get a hold of me, email me and say, hey, I would like to talk with you, and we'll come up with a time where we can talk on the phone, or you could even meet me at my office. So again, the exam's going to be right here. Let's see, anything else? Make sure you access the syllabus right there. After you take the orientation exam, then you will be ready for the course. This will be accessible. It's not going to be accessible until you take the orientation exam. But once you take the orientation exam and earn 100%, and note that I have to grade it too. So if you get to it right away, I will grade it and you'll be fine. So here's Unit 1. You're going to click here. And you'll always have a schedule here for the unit. And You'll click here, and you're going to read chapter 16. And what is that indicating? That's going to say, that's basically right here, chapter 16. Right, you're going to read through this. Now you'll notice some questions through here. I highly advise you to go through these questions. It'll help you prepare for the quizzes and the exams. So go through here. A lot of the quizzes will show up in the quizzes and the exams. Not all of them, but many of them. So after you go through the material here, then you'll go to chapter 17, and it works the same. You can open it up in a full screen. And again, this text is app-based too. So if you have a smartphone or a tablet, you can put it on those, and you can navigate through there quite easily. Let's see. I'm going to close this. Okay, so that's chapter 16 and 17. You also will have lectures throughout the course too. So for this unit, we have 2 lectures. Now, please pay close attention to how these lectures are organized and what is expected for these. Basically, on the exams, you will be asked to respond to lecture essays. So lecture 1 is Reconstruction. You're going to click here. This is the essay prompt. Right, discuss the 2 constitutional theories that evolved around the questions of Reconstruction, so on and so forth. Now, how do you prepare for that? You're going to do no outside research. All of the information is provided for you right here in these lectures. So you don't have to cite, you don't have to use MLA or anything like that. You're just going to refer to information from here. So how you prepare for this is basically these learning objectives break the essay response to this prompt right here into sections. Right, so learning objective 1 comes with a prompt. Discuss the 2 constitutional theories that evolved around the question of Reconstruction. Right, so it's just taking that chunk of the essay prompt, and it indicates that this portion of the essay is going to be at least, could be more, 1 paragraph. A paragraph is about 5 to 6 sentences. All the information to respond to this specific prompt right here is in this video here and within these notes. All right, so once you've done creating a response to this specific learning objective prompt, you're going to move on to learning objective 2. Same thing. It'll give you an indication of how long it should be, at least. Information's down here, and this is what you're specifically responding to. Discuss presidential Reconstruction, how its weaknesses led to congressional Reconstruction. All right. Once you're done with that, you're going to move on to here, so on and so forth, until you're done with learning objective 5. Once you're done with that, basically the combined response to all of these learning objectives is the response to this essay prompt. Right? So let me repeat that. The combined responses to learning objectives 1 through, actually I'm going to take this one out. Don't need that one. Yes, delete. Learning objectives 1 through 4, the responses to these combined together is the essay prompt. So you don't have to come up with your own introduction or your own conclusion. Just simply respond, put them together, and that is your essay response. You're going to prepare these basically on your own. You're not, listen closely to this. Listen closely to this. You're not turning these in. Right? You're not going to upload these or anything like that. What's going to happen on the exam, every unit exam, and let's just show you real quick where those are located. All right. So when you're done with topic 1, topic 2, you're preparing for the lectures 1 and 2. When you're done with that, you're going to begin unit exam 1 when you're ready. And again, these are all open now, so by all means, work ahead. I highly advise working ahead. You never know what's going to happen a couple of weeks from now, so if you have the ability to work ahead now, please do. Don't work ahead for the sake of rushing, but it is advisable to work ahead if you are able to. So once you're ready to take the exam, you're going to open it up in Lockdown Browser. There is a webcam required, so make sure your webcam is activated on your computer or on your tablet. If you don't have a webcam, they are pretty inexpensive on Amazon.com, so you can get one as cheap as a couple of dollars, and that one will work fine. What's going to appear on this exam is 20 questions, as noted here, 20 multiple choice questions from chapters 16 and 17. So going back here, there's multiple choice questions that will come straight from here that were on the quizzes in those previous folders that we were looking at. 2 short answer questions from chapters 16 and 17, and 1 essay will be chosen randomly. I should put the word randomly in there from unit 1. All right, so from unit 1, again, the 2 lectures is lecture 1, reconstruction, and lecture 2, the West, place or process. And this one works just the same, right, as the previous lecture. There's an essay prompt. So right here, this is what might appear on the exam. This essay might appear on exam 1, or this essay prompt might appear on exam 1. Either way, it's the combined response to all of these learning objectives right here put together is the response to this essay prompt. So you want to have these ready to go by the time you get to unit 1. So going back to the schedule, looking at the schedule, you'll notice at the end of each unit it should be ready. Let me actually go back to unit 1. That's for unit 2. It's just saying, hey, when you're done, go to unit 2. But going to unit 1, you'll notice should be ready by February 14th. The exam is ultimately due February 16th. Again, it's open now, so if you're ready by next week and you feel that your essay is complete and you have a good handle on the multiple choice questions, by all means, please do begin it early, right? But you want to have your essays complete, and you're basically going to have in the exam a little window to type your essay into. So you're just basically transcribing your prepared essay into the provided HTML window. When you're done with the multiple choice questions, the short answer questions, the essay, you'll click submit on the exam, and you'll go ahead. Now, one other thing about the exams, again, there are quizzes, right? So when you're ready to take the quiz, you click here, click to launch. So you take the quiz just like any other quiz, right? Click, save answer, next, right? And go through that. So let me just go back. Oops, let me go back. Leave. And there we go. Okay. So quiz here to take, quiz here to take. So there's 2 quizzes. Make sure you take note of those questions. You can take it twice. It basically they're taking them from test banks, so you'll probably get different questions. You might get the same questions. Take note of those questions because those questions will appear in the exam. And so whatever you earn on this exam, if it's higher than your quiz scores, that percentage, this whole course is based on percentage, not points, will raise up your quiz scores. Now, also, I realize life happens, right? So you have every intention February 16th to complete this exam. Or you have every intention to succeed in this class, but you just didn't get to all of the material for Unit 1 by February 16th. Something came up, you got sick, you didn't realize something was due, whatever the case is. You don't have to write me an email. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't have to explain the situation to me. What's going to happen is that when you take the Unit 2 exam, whatever you earn on the Unit 2 exam, if it's lower than Unit 1 exam, it will be applied to the percentage that you earned for Unit 1 to the Unit 1 exam minus 5%. So let's say the Unit 1 exam, you didn't do it. You forgot about the due date, or you meant to do it and the internet didn't work, or you got deathly ill that day, or before that day, or whatever the case is. Remember, you could take it early. You end up earning a 0 on this exam. You end up earning a 95% on this exam. Keep in mind, the essays that were assigned for Unit 1 will appear in the Unit 2 exam, plus the essays that are assigned for Unit 2. With that being said, that gives you the opportunity to apply the score to Unit 1. So you earned a 95 hypothetically here. That score is going to be applied here, minus 5%. So your Unit 1 goes from a 0 to a 90%. So just keep that in mind. It's an opportunity to kind of redeem yourself as you go through. It also might help if you happen not to get the exam, the essays fully completed by the time the exam was due. Now, with all that said, I highly discourage you from relying on that policy. Work as you go and do your best to keep up with the schedule, so you don't get in trouble at the end of the semester and not pass the course. But that's basically how the course works. Quizzes and exams, and I'll communicate to you through Remind. So Remind is right here, right? So as this gets populated, I will be making announcements through here. This basically is an app you can put on your phone or your tablet. If you need to get a hold of me real quickly, you can get a hold of me real quickly through Remind. Ask me questions. You can ask other students questions too. So that's about it. I think that covers everything. When you're ready, take the orientation exam and you'll do fine. Once you're done with the orientation exam, I will grade it and the course content will open up for you. So take the exam now and I'll talk with you later. Please let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Bye.